Hey everybody, my name is Michelle. I am a pediatric sleep consultant and mom, and today I'm going to walk you through everything having to do with sleep sacks and dressing your baby to sleep for sleep. So I'm going to talk about what the heck TOG means. I'm going to talk about how to dress your baby for different temperatures and how to know if your baby is too warm or too cold. And then I'm going to walk you through some different styles of sleep sacks that might help your baby out with sleeping. So let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is what is a TOG. So a TOG stands for thermal overall grade. This is basically the weight or the warmth of your sleep sack. So if the TOG is lower, say 0.5 or 1, that means the material is going to be thinner. And if the TOG is upwards of 2 or 2.5, that means it's going to be thicker, warmer, maybe a fleece material or something like that. To give a couple examples, this thin cotton material that you can see here would probably be a 0.5 or a 1, and this thick fleece of this jammies would probably be around a 2. So just to give you a little bit of a perspective. Now let's talk about what to wear in different temperatures. So the general rule of thumb is for a baby to wear one more layer than what you're wearing. So if you're sleeping in shorts and a t-shirt, maybe they're wearing long sleeves and long pants. If you're all bundled up in long sleeves, long pants, and a sweatshirt, well then your baby should probably be pretty bundled up as well. So I typically recommend starting with a long sleeve footed double zip sleeper. Those are great. A lot of them also come with mittens to cover baby's hands so they don't scratch their face or anything like that while they're sleeping. And then from that you can build. So if your home is a little bit on the cooler side, say 66, 68 to 70, then you will probably also want to layer maybe a short sleeve onesie under there, and then put a sleep sack with a decent TOG, maybe a 1, 1.5. If you don't have that onesie underneath, then maybe you can go up to a 1.5 or a 2 TOG. If your home is on the warmer side, say it's summer and maybe not super well insulated, and your home is 72 to 75, then I would suggest just that long sleeve sleeper, or maybe just a short sleeve onesie and a light sleep sack on top. So it really varies. But the way you can tell if your baby is cold or hot is by feeling somewhere on their torso. Especially if you have a newborn baby, their circulation isn't great, so you don't want to feel their hands or their feet because those are usually a little bit cooler. But if you feel their chest or their neck or their back, that's a good way to tell. So if it feels cool, clammy, their skin is a little blotchy, that typically means that they're a bit too cold and you may want to put another layer or another blanket or something on baby. If you feel your baby's tummy or back or neck and they're feeling very warm, maybe their face is a little bit flushed, that's a sign that you want to take a layer away or maybe downgrade that sleep sack TOG weight. The next thing I want to talk about are the different types of sleep sacks you can use. Especially for newborns, you have a lot of options, I mean really at any time, and just sleepwear in general. So the first one is these sleepers with the double zipper, and these nice little mitten cuffs, and the footies are a great base layer like I talked about. Another great option for newborns is this little gown. You can also get ones that are knotted at the bottom, but this is really easy access for diaper changes. So the only thing that I would be aware of is that obviously their feet and their legs are a little bit more exposed. So if it's chilly, this either would need another layer or maybe isn't the best one to wear. If you have a baby that likes sleeping with their arms up like this, there are a couple really great options for that. And again, none of these I'm not affiliated in any way. These are just some of the ones that I've tried and I've heard really good things about. So the Love to Dream swaddle looks like this. It's got a double zipper, so you can zip it down the bottom for diaper changes, zip it from the top for when you're putting it on. And it has these little slots up in the corners where baby can tuck their little arms. So that's nice. Another very similar one is this one by Swaddle Designs. And it also has these little arms up areas. But the thing about this one is that they're fold over. So this could become a transitional swaddle when your baby's arms need to be fully out, or you can tuck them back in when you have a newborn. So that's the nice thing about this one. It also has the double zipper at the bottom. If you've got a very wiggly baby, a really nice one is this one by the Happiest Baby brand, which if you haven't read Dr. Harvey Karb's book, The Happiest Baby, it is fantastic, would highly recommend for any new parents. But this one also has the double zipper. Hopefully you can tell there's a trend here. If I unzip it, there's this Velcro part inside where you will put your baby. And let me undo it. So if you can see, this is what it looks like open. And this bottom part comes up. I'm sorry, the two sides come in like that. And then this bottom part comes up. So your baby is very nice and snug and cozy in there. And then you can do it two ways. So you can do it with their arms down. You can see the sleeves are covered. Or if your baby likes their arms out or you're getting ready to transition them, there are snaps here. So your baby's arms can come through. So this is a nice one that you can kind of use for a long amount of time. And then this isn't technically a sleep sack, but wanted to show it. So this is almost like a wearable blanket gown sleeper type thing, which is really cozy. So this would be great. It's fleece also. This would be great for if things are really chilly. Maybe they wear this over a sleeper or a onesie and pants, something like that. It doesn't have the fold over cuffs, but I'm sure that you can find ones that do. This is Carter's brand. It also just has the one-way zipper because you figure you probably have something under this. But it's just nice and cozy. Baby can tuck their legs in there, and this can be a good one for when baby needs their arms out also. There are many other sleep sacks out there. These are the ones that I have to show you today. I hope this helped, especially if you're a new mom or an expecting mom and you wanted to learn everything about sleep sacks. So if this helped you out, please comment below. If you have any questions, comment below. Please subscribe. I share many tips and tricks about baby sleep. So thank you so much for watching.